Thank you, Nick, for the great introduction. So, right now, one of two things are happening with you guys. One, either you just got back from the calf and you're super full, or two, you're starving and the whole walk over here, all you can think about food, and now you're still only thinking about food. But I really want you guys to try and focus on this just for a short while. All right, I'm going to try and tell you the importance of saying I love you. So, I am sure all of you have a song that has significant meaning to you. So think about that song for a second. Do you have it in your mind right now? Because for me, it is I Hope You Dance by Liam Wombeck. I hope you dance. I hope you never fear those mountains in the distance. I never settle for the path of least resistance. Loving might mean taking chances, but they're worth taking. These simple lyrics lead me into the story of how my papa, is what I call my grandpa, changed my life even before I turned 8. So today, I'm going to take you back to when I was 7 to hopefully help you understand the importance of saying I love you. So here's this. When I was 7 years old, I was outside at recess playing with my friends like an average day I did, when the teacher came up to me and said, "Your mom's here, you need to go to the office." This was really weird to me, and I get to the office, and my 5-year-old cousin's also in the office. And that was even more weird to me, like, why is my mom picking up both of us? And the whole way there, we didn't understand why. My mom wasn't talking, she just told me to read a book to Drake. So we're in the backseat of the car, and I'm reading to Drake, and then we get to the ER, and at that time, we didn't realize we were at the hospital. What we realized was my uncle, Drake's dad, pulled up at the same time we did. And normally he's a jolly, cheery guy that has a twinkle in his eye. But on that day, there was no twinkle. So it wasn't until we got inside when we saw our entire family there, hugging and crying, when we realized that we were there because my grandpa was in the emergency room. And it seemed like 5 hours we were sitting there just waiting, praying, doing whatever we could, when really we could do nothing. When the doctor came out and said, my papa didn't survive the heart attack. This was horrible for all of us. And for me, my papa was the greatest man I ever knew. I didn't have my dad and my mom weren't always together, and so my grandpa was my go-to guy. And according to the Heart Foundation, 787,000 people died in 2011 from heart attacks. And it's the #1 leading cause of death in America. So since February 23rd, 2003, my family has been very aware of taking precautions of heart attacks. And throughout the survey, most of you said that you were also aware of how to prevent it. According to the American Heart Association, having regular checkups, being physically active, and reducing stress levels can help prevent a deadly heart attack. While my papa was very physically active, he was also very stressed. Dr. Mercola, the author of What Happens to Your Body During a Heart Attack, said, when your parasympathetic nervous system does not compensate for it, it being chronic stress, it will release adrenaline, a hormone that breaks down myocardial cells, affecting the blood flow needed for your heart, which in return causes a heart attack. So like I said, my papa was a very stressed man. He owned multiple businesses in my small town of Columbus Junction, and one of them was Hills Excavating. He was a one-man show, and if you drive around town, I could tell you so many things that he built or he dug the hole for to get the foundation started. And so my papa, he worked really long hours, which led to him never sleeping, which is one of the worst ways to deal with stress. So let's talk for a second. How are all of you handling the stress of being a college student? Are you doing it healthily? Because I know I'm not. and I try super hard, but I don't know, maybe it runs in the family. We're just bad stress handlers, I don't know. But according to Dr. Admid Tawaki, a Harvard cardiologist, said stress may lead to cardiovascular disease, which raises the possibility that reducing stress could produce benefits that extend beyond the improvements of physiological self-well-being. There are many ways to handle stress, and one of them, as I mentioned, was to sleep more. And while staying up to 2 a.m. to write that paper and get it just perfect might not have been beneficial for your stress, that nap you took right after class before dinner, even though you might regret it, it really did help. Another great way to handle stress is meditation. Dr. Elizabeth Hogue, a psychiatric at the Center of Anxiety and Traumatic Stress Disorders at Massachusetts General Hospital, said, "If you have unproductive worries, you can train yourself to experience these thoughts completely differently. And this can be done through meditation." And I've actually just started trying to do meditation like the past couple weeks. So I can't really tell if he's helping yet. I hope it is, because I'm trying to take all the steps possible. So when I was 7 years old, I did not know what stress was, which led to me not being able to tell the warning signs from my papa being super stressed. And at that time, my family didn't take stress seriously. We're like, oh, he's a hardworking man, stress is normal for him. But today, we all know how stress can be deadly, and we all know how to help prevent these. So I'm going to ask you to do 2 things today in closing. One of them is, I want you to either benefit yourself in learning how to handle your stress, or help a friend or a loved one help handle their stress. And second, I want you to get out your phones, because I know right now you're all thinking of that someone that you haven't said I love you to in a while. You maybe left the house without saying it, or you hung up the phone without saying I love you. And that's something my family never does anymore. Sometimes my mom and I will hang up the phone, and we realize like we didn't, so we'll call right back. And like that's a normal thing for us to do. So I know you're all thinking about someone right now. So please, 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 never miss out on the opportunity to say I love you, because you'll never know when could be your last chance. Mine was February 27th, 2003. Thank you.